Alright, I'm gonna walk you through the update process for the Sony A1. So we'll have to do a few things for that. The first thing is going to update the security policy of the Mac, download the firmware update, download the camera driver, install the camera driver, and then run the update. So first thing is you're gonna want to go on the product page, click on warranty. I'm going to zoom in so you can have a better view here. That's going to take you to the bottom of the page, so you can keep scrolling down. And at the very bottom, you'll see download firmware here. So you click on that. It's going to take you to this page. So here we are interested in the Mac version. So you click on that. And here, you will want to hit the download button here. That will be the firmware update. And if you scroll down, further down the process, here you will see how to download the Sony camera driver. And we are interested in the Mac computers with Apple Silicon because this process applies for M1 chips. And that will take you to this page. So here you go, Sony camera driver. So you hit download, go through the process. And basically I already downloaded those files. I have them on my desktop here. So camera driver, firmware update. So now that we have that ready, before installing the camera driver or running the update, we'll need to update the security policy, so to do that, you'll have to go ahead and shut down your computer. So zooming out real quick. So shut down, here you go. All right. So now that it's off, you'll want to press the power button right here and stay pressed until you see options loading under the Apple logo. So I'm gonna zoom in once it starts so you can have a better idea. So here, I'm staying pressed. All right, here you go. So you see that on the screen. Continue holding. Loading options. So I'm staying pressed. Now I'm releasing because it's already seeing that it's loading the options. And here you go. Alright, so you have those two icons. You're going to click on options, continue. It's going to load. Sorry for that. There you go. So it's going to launch macOS recovery, but don't worry about that. We're not recovering anything. So you select your profile, hit next, enter a password. All right, and once we're here, I'm going to zoom out a little bit. So here you have utilities. So you press here, startup security policy, security utility, sorry. So startup security utility, you click on that. Now it's going to load this. Here you go. I'm going to zoom in so you have a better view. So you select your hard drive, click unlock at the bottom right here. Enter a password. There you go. All right. So now instead of unlock at the bottom right, it says security policy. So click on that. And we switch from full security to reduced security and check mark the first option here. Allow user management of kernel extensions. So you check that and press OK. Enter password. There you go. So here you see it's loading. All right, so the changes have been applied, so we can restart. So we click on the apple, restart. All right. Login. All right. And now, so I'm ready to install. I have my 2 files here. Sorry about that. So I already installed the driver. So if you already did as well, you don't need to go through that step. But I'm gonna pretend I haven't. So I'm gonna double click on this. You see the installer pop up here. I'm gonna zoom in a bit more. There we go. Okay, double click on the package. All right. So you have this prompt, just click continue, follow the process. So the installation location, I only have 1 hard drive here, so it's gonna ask for password or fingerprints, just did that. So it's going through the installation process here. Okay, so if you have this message that pops up, press OK. Go into your system settings. Here it is. It's suggesting to do that right here. So you can click Open Security Preferences. If you don't have that prompt, you can open your Mac settings here. So I'm gonna just press OK for now because I'm gonna do it manually. It installed properly anyways. But I'm gonna walk you through this process because it's valid for the update as well. So you press on security and privacy here. All right. And here you see so general, and at the bottom section, you see it blocked the software to run. So you unlock here at the bottom left. Click allow. All right, so it's gonna ask for the password. All right, so to apply that change, it's gonna ask to restart, so we can go ahead and do that. And the installation here was done. So we're good for the camera driver. So while it's restarting, you can prepare your camera for the update. So make sure you have a fully charged battery. Let's see. Make sure that your USB mode is set to mass storage. So you can do that here. USB connection, mass storage here. Make sure you have a fully charged battery again. Remove any kind of accessories and make sure you don't have any SD card in. And we're gonna use the USB-C port, which is this one at the bottom corner here. All right, so the Mac is restarting. All right, logging in. Okay, I'm gonna keep this here just in case, but it's not really vital. All right, so now we have the security policy updated, we have the camera driver installed, so the last thing we have to do is run the update. So I'm gonna double click on the update here, double click on System Software Updater, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. So it's telling me it is download it from the internet. Do you want to open? Yes, open. All right, and here, I'm just gonna close this. We don't need that. All right, so here I have the updater. So at this step, let's see, okay. It's asking for the password. All right. All right, here you go. So here you have all the steps on the left-hand side that the update will go through, and here you have instructions on how to do that. So here it is the first step, which is to connect the camera and turn it on. So I'll go ahead and do that. Okay, USB-C, power the camera on, and make sure that you have this showing on the back of the screen, USB mode mass storage. That means the camera is connected and it sees the connection. You can set it aside and press next. All right, so check mark goes to the next step, which is verify the version. So bottom, I'm gonna zoom in. Bottom left corner here, current version 1.2, next version 1.3. So that checks out, click next. All right, so it's going through the process. It's gonna reset the camera for now, so my screen is going black. The camera is making a few noises because it's powering off and on. All right, and now it's running the update. So right now, it is really important to not let the computer go to sleep or disconnect the camera or power off the camera or anything like that during the update process, because that could break the camera. So make sure to let the update run through its whole process. You'll see a progress bar here. And once it's complete, it will move to the next step on the left-hand side here, where it says finish the update. And it's going to prompt you in the instructions here to disconnect the camera. I'll let the update run for now. All right, so the update process is done with a check mark here. So it's confirming it is at this step, and it's confirming here as well. So you just hit finish. All right, and now you can power the camera off. Let me zoom out a little bit. So power the camera off. Once it's off, you can disconnect it. And we're just gonna make sure, now I just restarted it. And we're just gonna make sure that the update was successful. So we can go into setup option, version, and we can see here that it's version 1.3, so the update was successful. And now what I would recommend is to revert the security policy change. So we can power the Mac off. So here, shut down. It's going to be the same process in reverse, basically. All right, so now that it's off, let's move a little bit. I stay pressed on the power button here. Stay pressed. Okay, so I see continue holding for startup options, loading startup options. So I can release now. All right, so same screen as before. Options, continue, it's loading. All right, select my account, next, password, and then there you go. There you go. Utilities, startup security utility. Okay, we have the right drive selected. Click unlock, password. Click security policy. And now we can go back to full security, press OK, password. Okay, so we're gonna let it apply the security policy. No. So this is done. We can go ahead and restart or shut down, no difference. And that completes the process. So for future updates, you can skip the camera driver installation. Simply revert this security policy, run the update, go back and revert it to full security. And that is it.